Hello, hello, hello. I am honored to be with you. It is a joy to be together. I am also so glad you did not let COVID-19 stop you from getting what you need in this seminar. A famous philosopher by the name of Joseph Campbell said, "The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek." You, just like everyone else, is seeking treasure. Treasure is not just money, gold, silver, cars, jewelry. Treasure in this sense is really a feeling. If you really think about it, the treasure that you seek is a feeling. Like what? Like security, like belonging, like peace, calm, and my favorite, the feeling that you are good enough. Think about it. Think about something you want, something tangible that you want. And imagine that you've achieved that thing that you want. At the end of the day, what really is the thing satisfying you is the feeling that having that thing has brought you, not so much the thing. The treasure is a feeling. Before I talk more about the message in this quote and give you some tips that you can take away and use right away to move you on your journey, may I just take a few moments to share a little bit about my journey, my story, because I think you will find resonance in it. My mom, she was a school teacher, business education. Over the years, she elevated her career and became a vice principal, and that's how she retired. My father started his career as a janitor. Through hard work and self-determination, he became a police officer, and he retired as such as well. Both of my parents are alive, and I'm grateful for that. What my parents taught me was to follow my North Star. They were not the parents who said, you must pursue this, you must go there, you must do it this way. No, they said, you have gifts and talents, pursue them. They allowed me freedom of self-expression and self-discovery. That freedom of self-expression has benefited me in my entire life. It is what has made me successful in my eyes. But my journey didn't begin with success and being the author of a book, being a speaker and a personal development coach. Nope, not at all. My journey began with a breakdown. After years of being a mother and a wife and putting my needs on the back burner and putting everyone else's needs on the front burner, I lost my creative voice. I lost my authentic self. When you put others on the front burner and you put your needs and wants on the back burner, you pay a heavy price. My price? I had a breakdown on my bathroom floor in front of my 4 young children. Then I had a breakup. After 18 years of marriage, my relationship came to an end. What made it worse was I had 4 children to help understand that difficult experience that they were going through and not to mess up their lives because of it. On top of that, because I'd spent so many years being on the back burner, I didn't know who I was, what I wanted. I didn't know what my voice was. I didn't know how it sounded. I didn't know where my North Star had disappeared to, and I was lost. But I was determined to find a breakthrough. The breakthrough that I found was when I picked up my pen and I began to write my story. It became my first book. I chose to peel apart the facade I had that my life was perfect, everything's wonderful, I have no problems. Peel that apart and take an honest look at the challenges of my life from early on into adulthood, and then to draw lessons from it that I could grow from and that the reader of my book could grow from as well. I chose to crush fear and express myself. My challenge to you is to crush fear in your life and express yourself. Why? Because your life experience is gold. What you've been through matters. What you have to say, people want to hear. The world is waiting for you to give it what you have in order for the world to heal. What must you do today, in this moment, to crush your fear and express yourself? I want to offer you 5 tips that come from my book, Muddy High Heels, 14 Lessons Learned from My Breakdown, Breakup, and Breakthrough. Face Your Fear is one of the first chapters that I wrote for my book, but eventually it became the 7th chapter in my book, or the 7th lesson. Here is an excerpt from lesson 7 in the book. Have you ever experienced fear many, many times? All of us have. Fear is a normal biological process that has one purpose: protection. What is fear? According to Discovery Channel's website, fear is a series of reactions in the brain triggered by a stressful stimulus and ending with such physical reactions as tense muscles, rapid heartbeat, and rushed breathing. This is the well-known fight or flight response. This response is automatic. It's not something you think about, process, and then respond to. Self-protection and self-preservation are in your DNA. The problem with fear is that what is a biological process meant for protection becomes a barrier to growth. You become paralyzed by a repeated fear and get stuck in it. In other words, the problem with repeated fear is that it lies to you and you keep listening. It rules you and you obey. From my experience, I offer you 5 simple steps to claim victory over your fear. Step 1, name it. What is the name of your fear? Speaking, heights, open water, dying, spiders, losing a loved one? Step 2, own it. Acknowledge that you have this fear, that you repeat the fear over and over again in your mind, and that it lives with you. Ownership does not mean weakness or something bad. You cannot overcome what you don't admit. Step 3, know it. Understand what this fear is all about. Come to realize from where it originated, how it manifests in your life, and what it truly represents. Study its effects on you like you would an important exam. Know where the fear shows up in your body, your gut, your chest, your shoulders. Step 4, risk it. Risk facing your fear. Write down all the possibilities your life could be like if you didn't have this repeated fear. Then share these possibilities with another person. It will take effort just to share your fear because fear keeps you silent too. Step 5, dethrone it. take a specific action in the possibility you wrote down and have the person you shared it with support you here as well. My friends, crush fear. Express yourself. The world is waiting for you.